Good evening, Joshika. But I'm starting from the beginning. Come on, let's start the session. Start from the beginning. Joshika, good evening. Anyone else is there in the group, please? So since I'm starting continuity from the beginning and I want you to understand continuity from the basic part, okay? So we are going to start. Now look here. I've sent the link in all the groups. So please kindly inform everyone to join as fast as possible. It will be better. Okay? Now look here, beta. So first, let's wait for some of the students to join. Tanish, are you there in the group, please? Tanish joined. Ashmit, good evening. हाय अश्मित. सो कंटिन्यूटी पढ़ा रही हो, शायद तुम्हारे लिए काम हो अगर 12th में हो तो. कम ऑन, शुरू करते हैं यार. चलो, सी द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कंटिन्यूटी. हेलो अश्मित. द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कंटिन्यूटी lies in a very simple concept is कि how to make the graph understand that the graph is continuous. Now for understanding that, we can divide the region into left side and right side. So when I have to prove continuity, which is a part of the function, so there I need to do one small thing. I have to make the value continuous left side also, right side also, and center part also. Understood? So now for that I will teach some techniques and I will teach some very simple method through which we can solve continuity at any point. Now first I'm taking a simple question and trying to explain. Okay. Now, if somebody will be telling you a function is given to you and you need to check continuity of the function. So how you are going to check the continuity? Hello Funky, class 12th में ना बेटा continuity part बोला था ना, पढ़ाऊंगी. कंटिन्यूटी पार्ट का बहुत सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट्स के साथ लेकर के चलूंगी. हिंदी में भी पढ़ाऊंगी, इंग्लिश में भी पढ़ाऊंगी, बट इसको बहुत अच्छे से समझना. ठीक है? इट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी बोलो जहाँ तक समझ सके, मतलब मैं इसको क्लियर करती हूँ पहले. ठीक है? सो फॉर कंटिन्यूटी यू नीड नॉट टू अंडरस्टैंड वेरी बिग थिंग्स, वेरी बिग स्टोरीज. सो लेट्स मेक इट वेरी सिंपल. ओके, नाउ I'm starting with a zero level question. Okay, and in that I will teach you what and all things are there. So first understand for continuity what and all work we have to do. Yes बेटा. So now look here. First for continuity करते क्या हैं, सीखते कैसे हैं continuity को, वो शुरू करते हैं. टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करते हैं. Now listen, understand one thing. तो अगर हमको कंटिन्यूटी, किसी एक पॉइंट का कंटिन्यूटी, मतलब किसी एक रीजन का कंटिन्यूटी चेक करना है, मीन्स इफ आई वांट टू फाइंड द कंटिन्यूटी ऑफ अ रीजन, माय फर्स्ट वर्क इज बेटा आई विल बी फाइंडिंग, आई हैव टू चेक कंटिन्यूटी एट x इक्वल टू 0. मीन्स first we will take a question of f of x is equal to modulus of x. Now modulus itself is a very typical thing and everybody confuse modulus. Please understand modulus is not tough. Modulus need to understand in a most simple way. Now modulus will split into two regions. Okay. Whenever we write modulus, we must understand one thing, that everything is equal to y. Now what we are going to do here is कि first modulus of x. So what is inside modulus? What is inside modulus beta? Inside modulus is x. Okay. So now what we will do, we will make x equal to 0. Beta, whatever is inside the modulus part, always we will make it equal to 0 to find the region. Okay. So first work what I did, I took modulus internal part equal to 0. Okay. Once I did, I got a region. The region value is coming as x equal to 0. Okay. Now what I am doing is कि I will write, now here two region specification is there. One will be on the left of x equal to 0 and one will be on the right of x equal to 0. So now whatever value will be coming in the left of x equal to 0, hello beta. So now whatever will be in the left of x equal to 0, that time we will write function will be releasing minus x. And beta whatever will be the right, f of x will be giving you plus x. So that means what? We understood a very important point that when modulus is breaking, modulus part means whatever internal variable is there inside the modulus, it will have two regions. One region will take you to the left side, which will be less than part. One region will take you to the right side, which will be greater than part. That means, beta, if somebody will be asking you that modulus of x is there, then first, ma'am, I will do one work. I will make modulus equal to whatever inside modulus is there, I will make it equal to 0. Once I am making it equal to 0, I will find two regions. One region will be less than type, another region will be more than type. This is the most important part, beta. Now what I am going to do, from this we have to check that modulus is continuity or not, modulus is continuous or not. Means the graph of modulus is continuous or not. With this beta, we will start jumping here and there. I don't know beta, I am trying my level best. I know sample paper is released. I need to check that sample papers also. See, the thing here is first we need to go with the basics and start, and then we need to check. Sample paper analysis part, it will be coming in August and September. Yeah, just now released means send me the sample paper. I'll check. Okay. Once it is released by CBSE, then only go for that. Okay. Now let's understand the concept, because beta modulus is not at all used only in CBSE. It will be used in competition also. Everywhere you have to analyze it. Now look here beta. So once part, so here whenever you will be going for left hand side, it will become LHL. LHL is called as left hand limit, and here it is called as RHL. RHL is considered as right hand limit. Okay. Now left hand limit and right hand limit, what we are going to do? So one by one, let's start with LHL and RHL. So beta, when we studied function, we came to know that given x, negative value of x we are putting, and positive value of x means whatever value of x, when x is less than 0 you are taking, and whatever value of x when you are getting greater equals, you will always get a positive value of y. You will always get a positive value of y. What does this mean? This means that inside modulus, whatever negative of x or positive of x you will put, it will always give you a positive of y. Why I am discussing this? Because we can draw the modulus graph like this. And this is exactly for modulus of x. This is for what beta? Modulus of x. And here it will be y is equal to minus x. And here it will be y is equal to x beta. So see, one value less than type. When x is in the negative side, you check minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. For every negative value of x, you are getting up, means above x-axis, all positive value of y. For every positive value of x, 1, 2, 3, 4, you are getting all positive values of y. So if we want to learn it, we can say that this type of functions are many one into. So this is one pattern beta. So now we are going to go for the next part. So now we are going to solve and check the continuity, because we need to find that modulus of x is continuous or not. To get modulus of x continuous or not, first we will write LHL at x equal to 0, because we are checking modulus of x continuity at x equal to 0. And beta, for that we need to draw this region and specify. Here two things are there. Whenever you are writing, modulus of x will become minus x when when x is less than 0, and modulus of x will become plus x when x will be greater equals 0. That means this is the region specification. And beta, whenever less than part you are going to do, it will be taking you to LHL, and whenever greater part you are going to take, it will take you to RHL. RHL means greater part, LHL means less than. Now I am going to teach one thing to you for continuity, because many people are confusing and they are saying something blabbering about continuity. Today you understand this. Now, when you are writing LHL at x equal to 0 means कि now you are going little left of x equal to 0. Little, because limit says that I am not exactly x equal to 0. I am either little less or little more. That's the concept of limit. Understood? And continuity is hanging limit with it. Why? Because you need to check anything continuous means out of the total region, you need to specify one point, and you have to go little left of that point, or you have to go little right of that point. Because if I'm standing in a point and I am telling that I am continuous, means my friend fully in my region is continuous, then you will not trust that. You will say, ma'am, can you explain about total things present with you? Then I will say, if I'm going left of myself and I'm going right of myself little bit, then I'm finding I'm not breaking. That's what is the concept of continuity. So here LHL, RHL and center, if all the three are giving the same value, means the function is continuous. And if all the three are not giving the same value, the function is not continuous. So this is the simple concept of continuity. So that means left side if giving plus 3, center if giving plus 3, and right side if giving plus 3 means it is continuous. But any one of it will fail means it is not continuous. Now let's go back to our question, and I will teach you some other things also. So now look here, limit x tends to 0 minus. So beta, whenever I am writing little limit x tends to 0 minus f of x, means here this part is the center. Now I am going little left. Okay, so that means I am writing 0 minus. 0 minus is slightly lesser than 0, but not minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. It can be 0.9999. No, it can be 0.0099. Means very near to 0, but not exactly 0. So only in limit tens are coming. Understood? So tens part are coming. We must understand that one, beta. So now we are going to write. And you know what, in limit na, whatever you are writing, x tends to 0 minus. Now beta, 0 minus means left side. 0 minus means left side. Now beta, 0 minus means left side, and left side f of x is minus x. So here we will write minus x. We wrote till here, but beta here na many students are writing this thing, that thing, and directly writing. I am teaching you one very important technique which I have generated when I was solving. When I was solving, and I got straight rank in that, and I'm just understanding the concept. That concept I'm going to teach you, because 0 minus is not 0. First understand, 0 minus is indicating the value which is not exactly 0. It is slightly less than 0. Many students do this. They write limit x tends to 0 minus means limit x tends to 0. भाई limit x tends to 0. भाई 0 भी तो नंबर है, इसको भी तो रिस्पेक्ट दो. 0 को भी रिस्पेक्ट चाहिए, ठीक है. अगर 0 के ऊपर माइनस है, इसका मतलब ये वो नहीं बता रहे कि मैं एग्जैक्टली 0 हूँ. It is not telling that I am 0. It is telling भाई मैं 0 से little less हूँ. मैं 0 से little less हूँ. I am little lesser than 0, but मैं 0 के साथ हूँ. तो इसके लिए 0 को हटाने के लिए हमको दूसरा वेरिएबल लेना पड़ेगा. So to remove 0, we have to take some variable which will do proper justification. Hi SK. So now what we are going to do, we will write let x is equal to 0 minus h. Okay, beta, what is this indicating? 0 minus h means कि I have taken a value. See here, it means that I have taken a value which is less. Here h subtraction is telling that I am not exactly 0. Here 0 minus h means a value which is slightly less than 0, and commanding section is I want to remove this 0 minus, and since I want to remove this 0 minus, I have exactly implemented x is equal to 0 minus h. Now what is the need of implementation of this? X is equal to 0 minus h. Why? Since x tends to 0 minus, कि भाई our x was 0 minus, so मैंने x के 0 के माइनस को हटाने के लिए यहाँ पे 0 minus h कर दिया. क्यों? Hi beta. So here it will become so that h tends to 0 for all h is greater equal 0. That means beta I have implemented h. Okay, so I wanted to remove this 0 minus. Instead of this 0 minus, any number can be there, pi can be there, any value can be there beta. But to remove this 0 minus, I did one work. I wrote x is equal to 0 minus h. Why? Because our problem was this. Our problem was x tends to 0 minus negative region. Now negative region limit finding is difficult. So what I did is I just wanted to remove this minus. So I introduced h. What is h? H is also tending to 0, but h is not having 0 plus and 0 minus. आचू ओके सो 0 प्लस और 0 माइनस. आचू अभी मैं पूरे पढ़ाने के फॉर्म में बेटा थोड़ा सा समझा देती हूँ, उसके बाद बात करते हैं, ठीक है. नाउ लुक हियर बेटा, x टेंड्स टू 0 माइनस, सो हियर h इज टेंडिंग टू 0 फॉर ऑल h इज ग्रेटर इक्वल 0. इसके बाद माइनस का केस ही खत्म. अब क्या होगा? डायरेक्टली हम लिमिट के h टेंड्स टू 0 को लेंगे, क्योंकि अब मेरा माइनस रीजन हो ही नहीं. अब इस रीजन को हमने h पे डाल दिया. अब क्या होगा? यहाँ पे 0, x क्या था तुम्हारा 0 माइनस, तो here it will become बेटा 0 माइनस h. डन. बट बेटा h टेंड्स टू 0 है, तो ये आंसर क्या आ जाएगा? 0 आ गया. तो दैट मीन्स व्हाट? लेफ्ट साइड में हमको 0 मिल गया. अननोन. हाय बेटा, लेफ्ट साइड में वी गॉट 0. ओके, left side we got 0. Now we need to check right side and center value, is it coming 0 or not. So अब हम लिखेंगे इसमें RHL. Now we are going to write RHL. How to write beta? RHL means right hand side at x equal to 0, because they told us to check continuity at x equal to 0. So whenever they will give you to check continuity at x equal to 0, that time we need to check either left side and right side, and both for x equal to 0. Now what we will write? We will write limit x tends to 0 plus. Again same problem, हम plus पे जा रहे हैं, f of x. Now how to remove this 0 plus? By keeping an unknown variable which will not be 0, but it will be tending to 0. So again it's very safe to take h, because h is not 0, h is tending to 0. But beta, implementation of h means 0 minus h. If I will write this, means it is taking me to left side, and 0 plus h will take me to right side. So rather than writing x tends to 0 minus, if I will write this, I will directly write h tends to 0. Understood? Because yes beta, Tanish, 0 plus h and 0 minus h, Tanish. So 0 plus h will take you to right side, 0 minus h will take you to left side beta, and that's the most important concept. Now here we will write, now we first we will write limit h tends to 0, x tends to 0 plus, here plus x is there, because in that modulus section for greater than part means right side value it will be plus x. Okay beta. Now here अगर कोई अच्छा डाउट है कॉन्सेप्ट से रिलेटेड है, यस बेटा कॉन्सेप्ट से रिलेटेड है तो जरूर पूछो बेटा, बिकॉज अभी मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ. सो लिमिट x इज इक्वल टू, हेयर पे क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे लिखेंगे 0 प्लस h. Why? Since x tends to 0 plus. This was our main concept. So what we did, to remove this 0 plus, we assumed one h here, and this h is exactly very near to 0, but h value is very near to 0, but it will not be 0. ये ऐसा है कि जब तुम 0 माइनस लिखते हो तो उस वैल्यू का मतलब होता है तुम लेफ्ट में जा रहे हो, मगर ये तो हम लिमिट में पुट नहीं कर सकते ना. दिस मीनिंग इज यू आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट, बट वी कांट पुट इट. सो व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल राइट 0 minus h. बेटा इफ h is 0.00000001, that means what, decimal 0 point this much. Now it is not 0, it will become minus, negative of some value will come. That means you are directly going towards the left side by taking a very slight value of h greater than 0. Understood? Less than 0, like that. So that means it will directly shift you towards left and directly shift you towards right. So now, since, because introduction of h is very important to write, h is greater equals 0, this. So now beta, what we are going to do here, we learned a very important part here. We learned that कि ओके राइट साइड का भी लिमिट हम निकाल सकते हैं, तो अब हम डायरेक्टली पुट करेंगे. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू पुट डायरेक्टली लिमिट h टेंड्स टू 0. अब ये सीधे आ गया 0 plus h. 0 plus h means आ गया 0. That means left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal. Absolutely correct, Shakti. So here LHL at x equal to 0 is equal to RHL at x equal to 0. And whenever LHL at x equal to 0 is equal to RHL at x equal to 0, the function is continuous. So that means f of x is continuous at x equal to 0. And what was our f of x, beta? Our f of x was modulus of x. Our f of x was modulus of x. Now modulus of x related any questions are given. Okay, beta? Thank you, beta. Now look here. So modulus of x, any concepts are exactly written. At that part, we are going to be very careful, and we can be defining that part by just taking the interval. So this was just a simple concept. Yes, homework beta, I will teach here. Rather than giving you homework, let's solve the questions here itself. Okay, so that there will be no doubt. So continuity, small tidbits I am going to teach, so that the total entire concepts will become easy. So first concept we have learned that the modulus of x is continuous at x equal to 0. Okay, then what is the graph of modulus of x? Can I remove this one? So here you see, this is exactly 0 part. We have taken plus because this is indicating right hand side. To remove this plus problem, we have written x is equal to 0 plus h. And once we have written this beta, we have given the description of h also, that h is exactly tending to 0 and h is greater equals 0. And then LHL equal to RHL we got, and f of x is continuous at x equal to 0. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, we will go for another question. Modulus of x कैसे shift करते हैं? Simple way में कैसे करेंगे? मॉडुलस ऑफ x दिया तो ये डायग्राम हो गया, इसको हम सॉरी ये फिगर हो गया. अगर मॉडुलस ऑफ x प्लस 2 होगा तो मॉडुलस का पार्ट किधर लेंगे? लेफ्ट साइड में लेंगे, राइट साइड में लेंगे, कैसे ड्रॉ करेंगे? वी शेप ही होगा, और ऑलवेज मींस इट विल बी वी शेप ओनली, बट इट विल ऑलवेज बी many 1 into. Why? Because always the range will be positive real number. The range will be positive because beta there is no value of y in the negative region. The curve is not at all going, sorry, the lines are not at all going below of y-axis. So since the lines are not going below of y-axis, it will be into, means in simple way we can say it is not onto. It is not onto. That's the concept beta. Now we will proceed and we will try to solve another question to check the continuity. So another question written to you like this beta, ki f of x is equal to modulus of x plus 2. Now check the continuity at x equal to 2. Simple concept they are telling, check continuity one by one. Today we will discuss about modulus. So check continuity at x equal to minus 2. Beta why? They told check continuity at x equal to minus 2. ग्राफ छोड़ देते हैं, सब कुछ छोड़ देते हैं, विल लीव एवरीथिंग, विल फर्स्ट गो फॉर द बेसिक्स. ओके, नाउ बेटा x plus 2 equal to 0. So what is x beta? Minus 2. Got it? So I told you na ki whatever is inside you make it equal to 0. Whatever is inside you make it equal to 0. What is the value of x coming beta? The value of x coming is minus 2. Now slowly proceed with the question. Now just draw a line. This part you write कि भाई when x is less than minus 2, my modulus is opening with this sign. टोटल रीजन के आगे में माइनस क्यों लगता है? मेनी स्टूडेंट हैव आस्क्ड. ना बेटा इज इट ओके नाउ? समटाइम्स नेटवर्क इश्यूज आता है, इसकी वजह से होता है. अभी ठीक है क्या? देखो तो. Is it okay now? Are you able to see now? Check beta. Now look here. So always this question is coming that कि मैम आंटी इसको कैसे किया आपने? आ गया ना? हाँ. So why this problem is coming? Because most of the time what they are telling that कि if So most of the time what they are asking this question is, they are asking a very simple question. They are telling that when left side is coming or right side is coming, why you are writing like this? X plus 2 and here it will be greater equals minus 2. So this is exactly specifying the part what and all to be done. So here you please understand this part. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Shiva, just understand beta. So we have exactly gone to that level where we are going to understand that key one time is minus part and one time is plus part. Why beta? Because when you are writing x equal to here minus 2, because I told you one thing, कि if modulus of x plus 2 is given, one time you make this part equal to 0. So x plus 2 equal to 0. So what is the value of x coming? Minus 2. Directly you write x equal to minus 2. Okay, Jitin? Hi, beta. So whenever you are writing x is equal to minus 2, now here you have to check for less than minus 2 and greater than minus 2. So let's go for it, beta. First we will write x will be less than minus 2 and x will be greater equals minus 2. Then if any value means what beta? It is all negative region and it is all positive region. So here f of x will open with minus x plus 2. Why beta? Because this value of x will be all negative. Here you remember one thing, because most of the time students are doing mistake. Here you remember one thing, here y value is always positive. This is the internal value of x. It is the internal value of x and it is indicating the internal region, it is indicating the negative part of x. Okay, it is indicating the negative part of x. And this part is indicating f of x is equal to plus x plus 2 is indicating the positive part of it. Now this part will become LHL and this part will become RHL. Done? And this is the center region. So now after this, what next we are going to do? So now we are ready for solving the question. Now we will write LHL at x equal to minus 2, because we have to check continuity at x equal to minus 2. What we will do beta? Now the story remains the same. X tends to minus 2 minus. बेटा -2 के लेफ्ट में जाएंगे, that means -2 to the power minus. And then here I'm writing it little clearly, x tends to -2 to the power minus f of x. So here it will become limit h tends to -2 to the power -2 to the power minus f of x will become what beta? Minus x plus 2. That means what? The region will exactly having the negative value of x. Okay? No time to drink water. First I'll teach. Now after this, what we are going to do, because again in the previous question I taught you a very important concept that ki -2 is just a number. Okay, number to the power negative if you are putting means it is taking you towards left side. It is taking you towards which side? It is taking you towards right side or left side. So now check this one out. It is taking you towards left side. So for left side, it is taking means we have to remove the power which is having minus. For that, what we will do, beta? We will do one simple thing. Again, we will write the same technique. Let x is equal to, here -2 is there, na? So just write, there it was 0. So you wrote 0 minus h. Now here what you will write? -2 minus h, because now -2 is checking continuity. At -2 you are checking continuity. So -2 minus h. Now you will say, since x tends to -2 minus, therefore h tends to 0 for all h is greater equal 0. That means I want to go left of -2. So what I did? I subtracted minus h. The moment I subtracted minus h, sure shot, because -2 is a number and anything subtracted from -2 will be exactly going left. Understood? So anything, but you will be asking if h will be greater means, if h will be again lesser means it will become positive. No, don't get fooled. Here one thing you must remember, that h is that small value which is tending to 0, and we have very clearly says that we are subtracting h from the number, but this h is tending to 0 means it will be 0.0001, which is a very smaller number. And whenever okay, नाम बहुत अच्छा है तुम्हारा, सरकारी गुंडा. So whenever we will be going and subtracting, it will taking us towards what, beta? It will be taking us towards left side. Okay, so now we are going to substitute and now we are going to solve the question. So directly hereafter we will not write -2 minus, that part is out, because now we have a substitution of it, and that substitution is 0. And directly, beta, instead of that part, what we are going to write? Minus, instead of x, because everything you are writing about x, you will write -2 minus x plus 2. Done? -2, here if we are cancelling it, we are getting h, and the part is coming as 0. The part is coming as 0. Okay, so we are getting the value 0. Let's check in RHL also we are going to get 0 or not. That's a big question. Okay, so now we will go for RHL. See, one simple method is RHL LHL को एक जैसा रखो, ज़्यादा कोई दिमाग मत लगाओ, सेम स्टेप्स को रिपीट करो और सेम स्टेप्स में कंटिन्यूटी को फिनिश कर दो. Just that's the biggest thing. So now RHL at x equal to -2. What we are going to write, beta? Limit x tends to -2 plus f of x. And what is f of x here? Right side f of x is x plus 2. Right side f of x is what, beta? F of x. And here what you are going to write, beta? Just you are going to substitute the value. X tends to -2 plus, and here it is coming as x plus 2. Done? Till here we have done. Now we need not to worry. Again we will say, let x is equal to -2 plus h. Then why? Because x tends to -2 plus was there. Since x tends to -2, that why? Because h tends to 0 for all h is greater equal 0. That means everywhere when we are adding h, we are going towards right. When we are subtracting h, we are going towards left. So everything we are doing just to shift little left and little right from the center part to check that our graph is breaking or not. And if the graph is not breaking, it is continuous. That means left side also it has to give same value, right side also it has to give same value, and center also it has to give same value, means it is continuous in the entire region. Understood? So now we are going to substitute this part. We will write limit h tends to 0. Okay, limit h tends to 0. Now here we will just going to write that part. This section we are going to write here. It will become x is what, beta? -2 plus h, and here plus 2. Come on, this also gone. H value is 0, so answer is coming as 0. Bingo. This is h tends to 0. For question h tends to 0 beta, always na Tanishq, we are removing and we are putting that part beta, so that the answer will become to our limit beta. So now here, now it is coming. So we are knowing that limit LHL at x equal to minus 2 is equal to RHL at x equal to minus 2. Understood? LHL at x equal to minus 2 is equal to RHL at x equal to minus 2, Tanishq. That means what beta? Again it is continuous. See, one thing always remember, in shortest way now I am going to explain. That means what? It is continuous at x equal to minus 2. One simple thing, please remember. Okay, I'm explaining it in English also, beta. Tanish, ma'am, for every question is h value tends to 0? Yes, for every value, beta. Because why h tends to 0? Because h is a very, very small number. H can be what? Because see, if somebody will write h tends to 0, what is the meaning of limit, beta? First understand. Limit means what? If I can write x is equal to 0, means x value is exactly equal to 0. But if I will be writing x tends to 0, if I am writing x tends to 0, means it is not exactly 0. The value can be either little less than 0 or little right more than 0. But it is not exactly x equal to 0. Understood? So this is the difference between equal to 0 and tending to 0. Understood, beta? So here h tends to 0 means it will be slightly greater than 0, slightly less than 0. So that means what? But this value will be creating a change, because if a number is standing with h will push the number left or h will push the number right. Understood? हिंदी में देखो h मतलब क्या होता है? h का मतलब एक छोटा सा चीज है कि अगर मैं एक नंबर 3 ले लूं, ठीक है, अब h क्या है? टेंडिंग। h अगर 0 होगा तो इसका मतलब h एग्जैक्टली 0 है, तो 3 माइनस 0 तो 3 ही हो गया ना बेटा। बट अगर हम यहाँ पे h को टेंड्स टू 0 करते हैं, तब ये एग्जैक्टली 0 नहीं रहेगा, तब ये क्या होगा? या तो 0.0001, मतलब ये 0 के बराबर होगा, बट 0 से हल्का सा। मलयाली आई कांट एक्सप्लेन यार, हिंदी में कोशिश किया बोलने का, इसीलिए मैं नहीं बोलती। सही बता रही हूँ, पढ़ते पढ़ते तुम लोग इधर उधर भाग जाते हो। Now look here. So here beta, so only h will be tending means little value, little higher, and because of that it is not tending. So this will take you either in the left part or it will take you either in the right part beta. So focus in what I am teaching, it will be good. Now conclusion. 2 questions solved for modulus, but what we learned that ki modulus is continuous. Where it is continuous? Graph is showing continuity. Graph is showing continuity, because if somebody will tell me draw the graphs of modulus, what we will do? We will be exactly doing one thing. For x is equal to modulus of x plus 2, I will take x plus 2 equal to 0. X value is coming as minus 2. I will do only one work. I will go here 0, minus 1, minus 2. This is modulus of x at x equal to minus 2. Story over. Now here, if somebody will say 3x minus 2 modulus, then what we are going to do beta? We will again make 3x minus 2 equal to 0. 3x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 by 3. Now this time कहाँ shift करेंगे? यहाँ पे 2 by 3 लो और ये modulus हो गया. But everywhere, that means what we learned here, ये मत देखो कि क्या लिखा, ये देखो कि कंटिन्यूटी कहाँ पे होगा. इसका मतलब अगर हम -2 पे कंटिन्यूटी चेक करेंगे, ये कंटिन्यूअस होगा. If I will check continuity at 2 by 3, it will be continuous. Understood? और इस लाइन पे अगर हम कंटिन्यूटी चेक करेंगे, it will be continuous. इस लाइन पे अगर कंटिन्यूटी चेक करेंगे, that will be continuous. कुछ क्वेश्चंस मुझे डाल दो बेटा, मैं उसको सिंपल हिंदी में सॉल्व करके बता दूंगी. ओके, आई एम फॉर एवरीवन बेटा. I am study your maths. I have not know maths. I didn't understood beta. So you are not understanding maths means beta. I am doing PhD in mathematics. I am a scholar and I have studied MSc in mathematics. Entire my life I was not understanding mathematics, and then I did revolution. I learned mathematics by simple technique. Whatever books were writing, I tried to break it into point, so that I will understand and I will teach my student in the simplest way. So I'm not following the book. I'm just answering where it is the simplest way, so that it will be available for everyone. Okay, so beta we understood now. So that means modulus का कोई भी question ले लो, you take out, concept becomes crystal clear, ma'am. Very good, Tanish. So beta now we learned that modulus will be continuous everywhere. Okay, modulus will be continuous everywhere. No, modulus graph continuity will be there. Modulus graph continuity because I am in south and my children are understanding different languages, so I am communicating so that they will also understand and you will also understand, everybody will understand. Okay, now look here beta, so that means what, we fall into a very big conclusion here, and the conclusion point was ki when I am taking any modulus question, the modulus question will divide into two regions. So now region division, how we are going to do? If y is equal to 3x plus 5 will be there, we will make 3x plus 5 equal to 0, x will be equal to minus 5 by 3. So directly we will divide the region as here x less than minus 5 by 3. Here modulus will open with minus. So this will become left side. This is LHL. For this is for LHL. And when I will write x is greater equals minus 5 by 3 plus, and it will be for RHL. So when left side, when minus I am going to take, I will be taking minus part, and for RHL part I will be taking for plus part. And this is the same concept we are going to apply for all modulus question. So if somebody will be, but don't do this. If this question will come now, then you can't do this. Here exactly continuity has to be checked at 2 points. Understood? Now beta here x का y का value always positive होगा न्यूट्रो. Y value will always be positive because modulus always releases positive value. Okay beta. So here if this will be there, then don't make any mistake. Here 2 times you have to write beta. One time this value, this one x will be equal to minus 1. You need to check continuity, and next you have to check continuity at x equal to 2. That means region division has to be 1, 2, 3 region division you have to do. This question also I will be solving. Today I told I will give introduction of continuity for modulus. I have given introduction of continuity for modulus. Tomorrow night again for continuity some extra concept I am going to teach. Little the concepts which are very difficult now, I'm going to make it easy for you. So today if you will see the video, you will understand that modulus is not at all a tough, it is not a ghost. Modulus needs negative region and positive region, and you will be able to solve in no time beta. So bye for now, good night. Yes beta, it will be sufficient for CBSE board, more than enough for CBSE board, and it will be very helpful for your coming future, and it will be helpful for your competitive examination. I just drew the graph. Now with the help of the graph itself, many basic things we can learn beta. Okay, bye for now, good night, good evening I was about to say. Bye beta.